Hey guys, today's video we're going to be talking about how to run slow to run fast. I've always discussed the specifics on how to run faster for your chosen event, and you get better results oftentimes by running slower rather than faster, because all the benefits from our hard anaerobic work as well as the aerobic work that we do come within the rest period. So it's very critical to also stress, if you're wanting to succeed as a middle to long distance runner, you must teach yourself to slow down. And this is a learned characteristic as athletes. We're already very prone to be very disciplined and motivated to get on the track, to do the tempo runs on the roads, to be well prepared physically, to train mentally as well. But it's much more of a difficult task oftentimes for us to slow down, because we're so caught up in like how many miles or how many kilometers a week we're running, or what pace we hit our tempo run at, or what splits we hit our repeat Ks or mile repeats on the track at. But the importance of running slow is very critical. So how do you run slow to run fast, and how does running slow produce better results for you physiologically? The first point I want to make is you don't need to run anaerobically all of the time. It's a very great way for all of us to get injuries and become very stale and fatigued. You cannot continue to push the body at an anaerobic level, like doing continual AT anaerobic threshold or lactate threshold runs, and continuing to push the pace on even on your easy days. It's very critical to slow down and to have that same discipline that you have to run fast, to also run slow and back off when you know you should, because your competition more than likely is still running far too fast on their easy days when they need to be backing off so they can get those great results from all the hard track sessions and the road sessions that they're doing. The second key thing I want you to keep in mind is recovery. Again, by running slower, it allows your body to physiologically adapt to the hard anaerobic work you're doing. You have to be able to recover from these hard workouts that we talk about. Doing longer tempo runs and harder efforts for our long runs, and varying up the paces of our long runs, can really do a number on you physiologically. And ensuring that you're running slow enough will ensure that you get the highest return on your investment from those hard anaerobic workouts that you're doing. I want to also discuss three key benefits that will really go to help you in the long run in terms of your preparation for your upcoming races. These are more physiological benefits. Running slower, first and foremost, produces bigger and larger amounts of mitochondria. And mitochondria is basically the powerhouse of the cell. The more efficient your cells are at delivering oxygen throughout your body as you're running at faster paces, the more efficient you're going to be able to run, the less oxygen debt you're going to have to experience when you're in a race. Because, again, it's not just the anaerobic training that's critical for your success as a middle to long distance runner. It's also what we do aerobically. Like I said, those very easy, relaxed recovery runs, and very critical also to train with a heart rate monitor. I'm going to leave a few of my top recommendations below this video if you want to check those heart rate monitor options out. The Garmin Forerunner 945 is without question probably the top heart rate monitor on the market right now. Highly recommend that one. The Garmin 620 is one that I've used in the past as well. But wearing a heart rate monitor, especially on your easy days, will ensure that you're running slow enough and recovering from the hard track sessions and road sessions that you're doing. And that will definitely set you up for success. The second benefit, physiological benefit, is the fact that you also, by running slower and by running easier, you're producing more capillary beds within your body as well, which again, it helps produce higher oxygen capacity, higher oxygen delivery to the cells and through to the working muscles, so that when you're running at those higher anaerobic efforts, you're able to have that oxygen capacity from having done the hard anaerobic work, the VO2 max workouts, where you can only, like I've said in the past, you can only spend anywhere from a few seconds to a few minutes running at that particular effort. Examples of VO2 max workouts that I did leading up to breaking 220 for the marathon was really working on leg speed, because it is important to run very slow, but it's also important to run fast. But all the hard anaerobic work that we do is worthless if you do not allow yourself time to recover and run easy and jog on those easy days. I'm a very big advocate of jogging on recovery days. You should not even have to worry about what pace you're running. Most oftentimes, even on recovery days, I never even wore a watch. I was not really concerned with what pace I was running because I wanted to ensure I was getting enough recovery from the hard track sessions and road workouts I was doing. But VO2 max workouts I've done, 16 repeats on the track at 200 meters, anywhere from 32 to 34 seconds with 100 meter rest, 100 meter recovery in between each rep, 6 1-mile repetitions, anywhere from 445 to 450 per rep with a 2-minute rest in between each set when I was very, very fit, and about 3 minutes recovery earlier on when I was just building fitness. Those types of workouts are very, very critical, but running easy is so important in order to make sure that, one, you don't lose enthusiasm, you don't get fatigued as quickly, you don't start to second guess yourself, because you know that you're jogging and relaxing enough on your recovery days that you're going to be able to bounce back and be able to continue to hit those splits that you're wanting to hit in your track workouts, and ensuring that you're hitting the splits that you're wanting to hit during those tempo runs and during those harder varied up paces of long runs that we talk about. The long run is, well, without question, the hardest workout I did over the years to eventually run 219 for the marathon and 107.06 for the half. I was always varying up the paces of my long runs, but the following week after those harder efforts, I would always jog on my recovery days for the following week. It's a long run. So it's very important when you're training to alternate one harder long run followed by a very easy jogged, relaxed long run. The third physiological benefit of running slow, and to ensure this idea of how to run slow to run fast, you want to make sure that you're running slow enough so that you're teaching your body to burn fat and conserve carbohydrate, because we have so much more stores of fat in our bodies, but we only have about 90 minutes worth of carbohydrate storage at any given time. So a big reason why athletes experience this so-called wall that we hear about is oftentimes because they run out of glycogen. They run out of that essential carbohydrate that you need in order to continue to operate on a highly anaerobic effort, which often occurs while we're racing. Most oftentimes when we're racing, we're actually running at or around very close to our anaerobic threshold. So that's why I always say in other videos that's so critical to extend the amount of time you're training at your anaerobic threshold, so you can really not only burn fat at race pace, but also conserve that carbohydrate. And running very easy for long periods of time will teach your body to really rely on fat rather than carbohydrate. That way, when you're at the latter stages of your race, you're going to have that carbohydrate storage ready for you, so that you can really attack. So, like say in the half marathon, that last 5K is where a lot of athletes really start to slow down and they start to get mentally tired and physically tired. If you've trained yourself adequately and sufficiently enough, not only anaerobically, but more importantly, easy on those easy aerobic workouts where you're jogging on your recovery days, where you're doing long runs at just a relaxed, easy pace for long periods of time on your feet, you're going to, again, teach your body to rely on fat rather than that carbohydrate storage that we only have so much of. There's no reason for you to experience a wall in any race. Even when I ran 219, I did not experience a wall whatsoever. I didn't really start to really hurt in that race until mile 23. It was a great feeling because I was really on, I was at 5:11 per mile pace up to the 20-mile mark. We hit in 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 5 seconds. And right around 23 miles, obviously, I started to really hurt, and I had to really mentally get into it. And you're going to hurt regardless in a race. even if it's a longer aerobic type event, such as the half marathon or the marathon, you're going to hurt. But if you've trained yourself adequately, anaerobically, and but even more importantly in terms of how to run slow to run fast, in this particular video, running slow is very, very important to become a faster runner. It's not just the hard anaerobic workouts. It's not just the tempo runs and the track sessions that everybody focuses on. Like, you have to run fast in order to become a much faster athlete. That's not always true. Running slow is the key, and it's something that's very difficult for most of us, like I said, that are highly motivated and driven to succeed, have the biggest issue with. I thought you have to run fast in order to run fast. Yes, you do have to train fast, but you also, it's even more critical to run slow so you can recover from the hard workouts you're doing. So I hope this video in terms of how to run slow to run fast has been helpful for you. If you're brand new to the channel, my name is Nate Pennington. I'm the founder of RunDreamAchieve.com. I've been running for about 28 years, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys can give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If you're, like I said, if you're brand new, click that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, so when I make a new video, you'll receive notifications that a new video was made. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever in regards to any event, or something psychological you're having issues with, or mental problems, or any type of issue you're having in your training or your racing, feel free to leave me a comment below. I always answer my comments, and I'll either answer your question or I'll create another video revolved around your particular question. So I hope you guys have a great week of training, and I will talk to you all in the next video.